Okay, so for today's quickie, we're going into the second module, the second week. And so I'm going to talk about who we really are. And that's the theme for the second week. Who we really are is actually divine love. That's a big mouthful, I guess. I mean, that's just a big, huge thing to try to wrap your mind around. So forget about trying to wrap your mind around that and just see what you can see. For those of you reading Second Chance, you're starting to get a bit of a handle on what Sid meant by seeing and hearing, that it's bigger than what the words, it's beyond the words that you hear. And it's bigger than what our intellect can assume, surmise, whatever word you want to use, figure out. This is something you cannot figure out. You can't even wrap your mind, your little mind around it, because it's who we really are is so much greater than who and what we typically think of ourselves as, the personality, the physicality of who we are. It's none of those. That's who we are as humans, but who we are as the bigger picture is what I'm attempting to point you towards. You can see that it's really hard to find words for it because it's beyond that conceptual world. It's in the world of, those moments where you just get it, like you feel like you're connected to everything around you. That's what I'm pointing to. And I know I'm doing an inadequate job because it's not something you can speak to. But hopefully these little videos will help you see and have the experience of what it feels like when you're not thinking about yourself, when you're not pulling yourself apart and comparing yourself to other people or contrasting who you want to be and who you see yourself now as. When you get out of that feeling of discontentment that we feel when we're thinking about who we want to be and comparing it to who we are now. Because that's all personal stuff. It's the superficial layer of who we are. You want to get deeper into the essence of who you are, deeper into a knowing that you're part of something greater. I know most people have heard your higher power, right? That's kind of a popular saying. Well, what does that mean, your higher power? To me, it means what Sid Banks talks about when he says big mind. And when this is from Second Chance, I believe, I'm not sure what book it's in, or maybe it's in his videos, that when we synchronize our little mind, our personal thinking, our brain that allows us to live here and get around here on this planet, on this physical plane, when we synchronize that with big mind, where we come from, who we are part of. Oh, this is challenging, isn't it? um, that's when you know you're in alignment with something much greater. It's a quiet, there's a quiet feeling to it when you feel that divinity of who you really are that is so far beyond the personality, the physicality, the what you think of yourself, what other people think of you. It's being part of the great beyond, also, what's it calls the great nothingness. Well, wait a minute. We're not nothing, we're physical, but we're part of the great nothingness, which is infinite potential, infinite creativity. You can't wrap your mind around it. I hope you. I'd love to see comments from you below because um, it's a very spiritual concept. And so it's really hard to describe. And I look forward to reading comments. Okay, bye for now.